everybody, it's Patty from the 4 Boys and an L Girl podcast, Flosstube. I am here. I just had my first interruption. It is really bright in here, and it's warm out in the van. I am in my driveway. I am about to have a FaceTime tea time with a friend of mine. Here's my cup of tea.
Me and my sisters have been asking her for...
There goes the radio. So here we are, and I thought I'd drop in and have a little chat. So this is going to be very brief, although you're not going to notice, probably, if I edit this correctly. Talk to you for a couple minutes, then I'm going to speak to my friend, and then I'm going to come back and tape a little bit more and tell you about what we've been up to. So I'll tell you a little bit what we've been up to. So we've been at home, as are a lot of people in Canada and likely North America and the world at the moment. We're self-isolating. There's no fear that my family or I have the COVID-19 virus, but 2 of my boys do have a flu. So they have been quite sick with high fevers, vomiting, not eating. Oh, there's my friend. Back again. I was telling you about what we're up to. So I mentioned that the boys are sick, or 2 of 3 boys are sick, the middlest one and the youngest one. So that has been a little hard. When they announced, so schools in our province have been closed indefinitely. Like in many places, so things are changing very quickly, day to day, minute to minute in some respects. I have not been coping well with all these changes. Today I woke up and felt much better. The past few days I've been really anxious, and I've decided to start avoiding social media and try and get outside more, and taking many mental health breaks for myself in terms of coming out into my new clubhouse. Is what my friend is calling my van, my Patty Clubhouse, so that I can get a bit of a mental health break from the boys, who I love my children dearly, don't get me wrong, but I am finding it difficult to be with them 24/7, and right now, because they're sick, I'm also up several times at night with them, so it's a bit of I feel like I'm going backwards in time to when they were toddlers and infants, and I am trying to function with little sleep. So, but today's a much better day. I'm feeling much better. I am well enough that I thought I would stop in and say hi. I know that some people like Caroline, hi Caroline, at Off the Grid Needle Arts is now doing a daily chat. Christine, hi Christine, at Stitching All the Things is also doing some regular videos as well during this social distancing time. Adrian from the Fiber Friends, hi Adrian. I watched her video this morning. Louise, of course, is doing her, from the Fiber Friends as well, is doing her Friday night videos. So hopefully I can touch base with her on Friday evening. So we're trying to, I think all of us are trying to find some normalcy in a very difficult and unusual. It's an unusual time. I'll try not to say difficult. It's different and unusual, and we're trying to get through it. So for me, because I have been, like I said, quite anxious over the past few days, I have, I think Adrian has a similar, said it well in her video. She said that she was quite anxious over something, and once it hits a certain point, she doesn't have any knitting mojo or crafting mojo at all. And I'm kind of like that too. Once it hits a certain level of stress for me, I find it difficult to knit or cross stitch or do anything else. So I've done a little bit over the past few days, probably not as much as I could have, but I'm trying to take it easy on myself and focus on what I have been doing. So the first thing I want to show you is actually some cross stitch. So I'm hoping to do this again soon, and I do have some updated information for you on the full coverage piece and my full coverage process, and I'm going to talk to you about that hopefully in the next couple days, about how I'm doing that. For now, I'm going to stick with my other 2 pieces that you have seen recently, and I want to show you my progress on them. So the first one is housed in this Evertote bag made by the lovely Caroline at Off the Grid Needle Arts. This is the large cross stitch bag. I stitch in hand mainly, so I can't tell you what size Q-snap this fits. But let's go over here so I don't show you the back of this as I was doing last time. I'm working on this, our anniversary by Sampler Cove. This is a 2009 design. I'm working on some hand-dyed by Rolanda Cashel Irish Cream, a 28 count, and I'm using some of her gorgeous hand-dyed silk, and I am only using this blue. So any variation you see in color, any variation you see in color is strictly due to the variation in the hand-dyed thread, because although the pattern calls for 3 different colorways, I am sticking with the one. And I still haven't fixed my mistake in this, but I have, as you can see, made a bit of progress. I've got some letters in there now. This design here is all completed. If I remember and have a chance, I'll put in a where I was before or last week to show you. So the letters are new, as is this motif down here that I'm working on. Still need to take out the bottom of this. This piece right there is inaccurate, but I'm really happy with how that's turning out. I'm hoping that you don't need something. I'm hoping you can see this. I don't have anything to put behind it. I'll have to think about that for the next time I'm out in my clubhouse. My new Patty clubhouse. Let's do curtains and make this into a real fun place to be. Second now, I'm going to grab that pattern off the floor. The next thing that I wanted to show you is a little bit of knitting that I've been doing. I have been working sporadically on my Habitation Throw, so I have decreased. I'm on the decrease. I've got this much of my decrease corner done, so quite a bit. I think last time I showed you I was around right here. So quite a bit more knit. This is still knitting up beautifully. Really, really pretty colors. I'm using a magic knot. Oh, I'm showing you the wrong side there, actually, but it doesn't really matter, does it? So, oops. Beautiful colors. Right now I am working on kind of a Christmassy yarn, and I should remember where this came from, and I can't, so I apologize for whoever gave this to me, because I'm pretty sure it was a present. The next ones I'm going to put in, so this is a bag of, I'm not sure if you can see this with the glare, so this is from, Kay was involved with this, the Crazy Sock Lady Kay, and this is a yarn swap from Four Boys Fiber Company. It's 40 yards of a variety of different minis, and I'll just take some of them out and show you. So, not very well displayed, I'm afraid, but, oh, and I dropped one. There goes one. So these ones I'm going to be putting in next. And of course, as these, my rows, the decreases become more pronounced, the width of my rows, the colors will become a little bit more blocked, as in this end. You can see that those colors, there's more of a solid stripe, whereas when you're at the middle up here, then there's more of a variety in the colors. So that's where I am with that, and that is housed in my fringe supply bag, which was a present to me from my Secret Santa, who is a family member, last Christmas, I think. Fringe Supply Company. And to show that I got it at Christmas, I still have a paper crown in the pocket. Okay, so that's really all I wanted to talk to you today about. A really short little video, because I did want to touch base. I was taping on Friday afternoons, and then this past Friday things kind of went a little bit crazy with the boys being off school, and now there's a helicopter going over. I am unable to tape a video in my house with my boys there because there's constant interruptions, and I feel very strongly about not having them in my videos because of their privacy. So it's a little bit more difficult for me to do a video in the house. But I think this chat from the car, chat from my van and my clubhouse may work out just fine. So I hope you're doing well. Take care. Please find time for yourself. If you're alone, find time to do some daily. I just did a chat with a friend of mine on just on the phone while I was knitting, and that was just lovely. And try and find some time. Sorry, one of my neighbors is moving along. Try and find some time to do that because it's really important with the things being what they are in our world right now, to take some me time and be gentle with yourself and find some time that hopefully some crafty goodness makes you happy. Take care. Bye. Social distancing. But it doesn't mean we can't have a walk near the water.